Alright guys, we're gonna make a lime chartreuse baits here. Alright, there's the chartreuse. Now I'm working with the willowtail and I'm working with the new Stinger Shad I got, and I got a laminated plate, so this is the other half of it, see? So that's gonna be the bottom. The bottom's gonna be chartreuse. So let those cool, and then we're gonna take some lime. I've been working with lime and chartreuse today, so I'm doing remelts with those. That's what's great about plastic, guys. You don't always have to start with new stuff. I don't know if I've done that on the pour to catch before, if I start with new stuff, but I've been here pouring for a couple of hours making baits, and I decided I'm going to make a pour to catch with those. There's a neighbor by. All right. Okay, fellas. Now open this gently. All right. There's half of the bodies. Alright. Whoa, that didn't open as good as I wanted it to. Alright. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Here's what I do, guys. I take my knife, because these things are connected just a little bit right here. Okay? So I don't like taking them out of the cavities. Just like that. If you pull them out, they can be a pain to get back in. I know I'm probably hiding what I'm doing with the angle I got my camera. What I'm doing is cutting that little nose off right there. Okay? See, that is trying to come out. Alright, I ain't doing very good right there. I'm trying to hold it so y'all can see is what I'm trying to do. I can do it better if I hold it right in front of me, because I can see what I'm doing better. Alright. Now, make sure the little fella gets back down in there, buddy. Make sure he gets back down in there. Alright, now I'm going to put the other half on here, okay? So when I pour the next color, it'll be two colors. That makes sense? Alright? And guys, I tried clamping these. I know my clamps evidently are not good enough. I just got squeeze clamps. Man, I need to get some better clamps. But every time I clamp them, I have a problem when I pour them. Alright, I get flashing. Flashing is when it comes up between the baits, and you don't want that. Here's what I'm doing on this one. I'm going to leave the tail. So I'm taking the sharp part of the knife right here, and it's pushing right down on that tail. Alright? And then I'm rolling it off like that. Now I got twos come out of place right there. That don't help me a bit. 3. So I have to go back and put them back in place. Alright? So that don't help me any. It works better if they don't. Because when they come out of place, then the only thing I can do is take my scissors and snap them off like that. Alright. So here's 2 more on this side that came out of place. Now what I do with these guys is I cut these up, remelt that, okay? Now here's what I got to do when they come out of place. The reason I didn't want them to move. I've got to sit here and put each one of these back in place. Alright? Just like that. Alright? Alright guys. My plastic ready to come out. I just checked it and put it back in for a few more seconds. 20 more seconds. It was 290. I want it right at 300 so to melt and stick to these. Now look, I'm going to add silver and lime flake. And the lime's flaking, it's pretty bright. Alright. Now the lime flake, I got at Hobby Lobby. I couldn't find it. It's a real small flake. Because I couldn't find it anywhere else. And I seen it at Hobby Lobby and I wanted to try it, and it does work. And I've seen that on another channel. It said it's Hobby Lobby flake works, and it does. Okay, here we go. Alright. There's the shad body. Alright, and there's the... So I want it right at 300 so to stick to those chartreuse tails, right? Alright, let's let those cool. Y'all can see that flake on there now. So we'll change it a little bit. Let that cool, we're going to open it up. Alright guys, we're going to open them up. I've got the microwave running for the next batch, trying to keep it going. Bam! See that lime flake in there? That waked it up, huh? She's awake now, isn't it? Guys, That's gonna be a crappie catching something else right there, buddy. The famous Willowtail. All right. All right, now these were Chartreuse Lime back. Look, and I had it at 300. It done okay. See the lime? It's not a big change in it, is it? Y'all can see the chartreuse belly and lime back. See, it's not a huge change, but if you get it out in the sun, what it does is it makes the back darker, okay? The chartreuse is kind of light at the bottom, if y'all can see that, and then the back's darker. All right, guys, you know the routine. A number between 1 and 150, 1 and 150. Whoever gets closest to the number without going over wins. You can't go over the number. If the number's 100 and you put 101, you went over. Okay, just got to have some kind of criteria. And Wednesday evenings, when I load a fun video, usually between 5 and 7, I load a fun video. And I save that because I fish some evenings, guys, on Wednesday evenings, and I don't get into 6:37 from fishing. Then I load a video. Whoever wins, I'll notify you on Wednesday evening that you won. And then I'll load a fun video. A video just me out fishing for fun on Friday or whatever, Monday. Okay? What even during the week. Alright, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching Fishing Lake Country. Thank you for subscribing. And somebody's going to get some of these baits. Whoever gets closest to the number or hits the number. I've had the number hit about 3 times. If they hit it on, they've hit it on the head. Let's go fishing and see how these baits work. Appreciate you. My name is Dennis. Let's go fishing. I don't think this is a crappie. It might be. Yes, it is. Daggone. Yes, it is. Wow. That's all I can say, guys. Is wow. And make sure I'm recording. I'm trying to. I threw way back under this dock. Y'all can see the lake's up. All right, guys. And I'm gonna throw something in here real fast. I'm gonna get away from this dock. The current's going toward the dock. They're letting water out of the lake above us. Lake Kerr Lake. Y'all have heard me mention that before. All right. And what happens? They're letting water out up where we get a current, and the current's coming down the lake's that way, and the current's coming this way, and the wind's coming this way. So that makes fishing some docks tough. Now I have fished this dock before. I don't know if y'all say something, because look, y'all see how nasty the water is. We've had rain last week off that hurricane, and the fishing's tough. So I've got to go back some places I've been before. I mean, it's just the way it is, guys. Trying to find fish. Look at this one. Look at that pig. What do y'all think of that? Look how thick he is. Alright, guys, this is my first fish this morning. This is my second stop. The first place I stopped, there was nothing but babies there, so I left it. I didn't catch any there, but I could see there wasn't any size there. Well, we're there, guys. He's 14 and 7/8. 14 and 7/8. Okay? Hold on a minute. I'm going to check, make sure my camera's recording, guys. Alright, guys. I was making sure my camera's recording, make sure I had audio. I've been having camera issues too. Besides trolling motor issues, I'm still having camera issues. Thank you, big boy. Now, I was here yesterday, guys. I was going to say earlier, I was here yesterday because I'm hitting some of the same spots. This is the fall. This is a week of Thanksgiving. And be honest with you, like I said, crappie are hard to find. Let me get a towel here, guys. I gotta keep my hands clean because I gotta handle this camera. I gotta touch the batteries and touch everything. I gotta keep my stuff off my hands so I can handle that. But the crappie fishing's been really tough, and I'm trying to do a pour to catch this morning on a bait. Some of these baits I made, and this one is chartreuse belly with a lime back. And I put it on a pink head because this water's so nasty, right? So I put it on a pink head. Now this dock has braces on it, and a lot of our docks do, guys. It's got braces going from this end all the way to this end like that, and this way. I done got hung up once on the brace. The crappie are way back there. They're back there almost to the boat slip end. My depth finder said they were 15 feet back from the front of the dock. Okay, my Livescope said that.
So they're back in that corner, back where that walkway comes out right here and comes out right there. I can't get to them from a ski lift because there's double posts right here, and on these double posts there's boards running this way from them. Yeah, been hung with them too. That's why the crappie are there though. These braces are about 6 feet down. I said this before in another video, I'll repeat myself. I know I get a lot of new people watching now. They have scuba diver guy here, I've met him. I talked to him a couple times. And he actually goes down in the water and puts these boards on. That's what he said. That's what he told me. So I'm thinking, man, how can you imagine that? He must make good money doing it, doesn't he? But he says the braces are on down in there. They ain't on top of the water. And I can see them with my depth finders, they're not. So if you think about it, how you think he attach a brace from that end and goes in the angle this way to this end? How else they do it besides they got to get in the water, right? Unless they put it on the post before they drive it. That wouldn't work because they drive these posts. I mean, I see boathouses partially built here all the time, and the posts are only 3 to 4 foot out of the water sometimes, because it depends on how deep the water is. It's 14 foot here, so if you have a 20-foot post, I don't know if they get them any longer than that or not. They're not going to stick out of the water but so far, right? Okay, guys, let's see if we can get another one off of here. Appreciate y'all guys, I really do. Appreciate the good comments. And some of the guys are saying they like it when I take a minute like this and describe to you what I'm doing and you know, situations that I'm facing. Because I know a lot of y'all guys too do that. You get docks with braces and stuff, I'm going like, how do you fish without getting hung up? You're going to get hung up. You're going to get hung up. What I do is I'm timing it. I'm throwing it back as far as I can. If I don't think I make a good cast, I reel it back out. I'm timing it. I'm counting to about 4 or 5, and I'm reeling it out fast, holding my rod up. So it comes up like this. Hopefully I don't get the brace. Do I get the brace sometimes? Yes. I just broke off on the brace. Now what I do, I pick up a different rod. That's why I've got, guys, how many I got with me today? I got 6 with me today. 6 crappie rods. I got all of them with me today. Bam. Guys, I'm struggling on this dock. I'm struggling getting the bait to them. Okay. Baby. There's some big ones here. But y'all can see the opening I have right there is about 4 inches to cast under. And just trying to get to them. I keep turning the boat. The wind's coming this way. It's tough. I mean, make a turn. That's what I'm doing. I'm making turns, making a cast, trying to hold my boat there to get it back under there. And again, it has braces on it, so I can't. If I can see my bait, it helps me. When I see it get close to them, I jiggle a couple times, and I got to reel it out. I can't leave it there because if it hits too close to the bottom, I got to bring it up and back over the braces. It's got braces going like this one all the way around it. So it's a struggle. Got him out. I'm gonna tell you, once you catch one back under that dock, you got to get him out. But bam, guys. Let me get my boat under control here. Let me lay that rod down. And we got boats coming in here. Look at this house. Y'all can't see it because I know it's a long way. It ain't that far really. It's about, well, it's probably 100 yards, 120, 150. No, it's probably further than that. But it's a huge house, and people ride in here just to look at it. You wouldn't believe it. I've seen 3 or 4 boats at a time here in good weather. Just riding around looking at that house. All right. Yeah, Crappie's got a purple sheen to him. There he is. He's on the lemon. He's a nice crappie. He's not a monster. He's probably 11 inches. Nah, 10 and a half. He's probably 10 and 5/8. But he might be 11. He's in that area, guys. I'm not going to measure him. Alright guys, I got one off this dock. I left the other dock because they wasn't paying attention to me and boats kept coming in there. And I told you, if all those braces is hard enough to fish as it is. Fight to wake from boats trying to fish around the dock too, and the wind. Got a place where the wind ain't as bad, and they're so white, guys, because the water's so dirty. But he's about right at keeper size. Bam! There you go. Alright guys, I ain't fished this spot for years. Actually probably a year. I think I was in here this spring. But it's a couple, y'all can see here, it's a couple trees in the water. And I've been here and checked it a few times. I never can find any fish here. I seen 2 crappie here just now on this tree. That's all it was 2. Told y'all they're moving a lot. I can see some smaller ones down there moving around. All right, let's throw him back here. Found another one, guys. There's a couple on that tree. After I caught the one, the rest of them wasn't paying attention to me. That's how it's been. That's why I told you it's been very tough. I know y'all saying you're catching a few fish. I'm catching a few fish. And once you catch one off of a dock or two, they quit on you. And what I done on this one, they wouldn't pay any attention to that bait I was throwing. Earlier, I caught the last fish on them. You ain't putting that jig in me. And gotta watch it, guys. If get the flopping, they get it in you. That's a nice fish, guys. He's probably 11. I switched this one to the orange head. Isn't that pretty? Orange, chartreuse belly, lime back. All right, guys. My battery pack says it's dead. Let me make sure. Let me check this out. I want to make sure y'all got to see this fish. Finish this video. But I done ran all my batteries dead. And I forgot to bring all the rest of them with me, so that's Dennis's fault. That's a nice crappie, guys. He's about 11 inches. All right. Bam. Right here. You see, here's the front one followed me out. So that's front of the post. That's 30 foot. So that's how far they're back there. They're back there. They're from the front right here. That'll be 10 foot. They're 10 to 15 foot back. Alright guys, I had come to the side of it. I got another one. I'm gonna tell you what, they're not easy to catch. It's hard to get them to bite you. Some dogs up in the yard playing. It's hard to get them to bite you. It's the toughest thing. But that's a decent little crappie. All right.
Hey folks, this is what done all the damage. It's lime top, chartreuse bottom. Isn't it pretty? Guys, thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing and being a part of this channel. What I'm trying to do in this channel is share things with you that catch fish. And I'll tell you what I learned today, which I already knew. That's why I was out there running around in circles. I was going into creeks, going to my favorite docks. Docks I've caught crappie off before. The place that I've done good is 2 docks that are side by side. I caught fish off of. Both of them had crappie on. I hadn't been in that cove for probably a month. The last couple times I went in there, I found no crappie. So today I was having trouble finding crappie. A couple of docks I went to, people were using them, guys. This is Thanksgiving week. People were using their docks. They're in for Thanksgiving week. So they were setting on them and stuff. So it made me scramble today. So I thought, I'm going to go into that cove. I hadn't been in there for a while. There's some trees. There used to be a beaver hut. There's some trees in the water. Had about 6 crappie on. I caught one of those. After that, the rest of them wasn't paying attention to me. I went to the dock was closest to it, which is in like 12, 14 foot of water. There was about 12 or 15 up under there. I caught 2 or 3 of those. The next dock, I have caught them off of too, so I went to that one. And then there was some scattered ones under that one. And maybe 10 or 15. I don't think it was that many. There was a couple scattered ones. I caught about 3 or 4 there, okay? That's what it takes sometimes. And on this lake, that's the way it is. And guys, I've been to docks one day, because I had fish now like 3 days in a row. And I go back the next day, they're not there. That's what I'm going to call it scrambling. I go one, check it. Go on another, check it. I just run through with my Livescope, look, nothing, I go on. Again, guys, that's where a Livescope helps you. Instead of spending time fishing that out, going like, well, we've been here 15 minutes, we ain't had a bite. Let's go to another one. I check it. You know, whatever it takes me. In 1 minute, I look around in 30 seconds. I go, nope, nope. Start the boat, go to the next one. All right? And I cover a lot of ground to find crappie. This lake is not loaded with crappie. It's got some nice crappie, but you just don't find them everywhere. And you're going to learn that certain docks in a cove hold fish better. Once you learn those certain docks, okay, and most of them got to be closer to the channel in that creek and deep water. If they don't have at least 12 foot at the front of them, it seems like on this lake, they won't use them. Spawning time, yes. After the spawn, from now on to winter until they move deeper, no. And there'll be a point here shortly they're going to move to 20, 25 foot. But right now they're hanging about, the water's 57, 58, they're hanging about 8 foot. And the dock's got to be about 12 foot, and they're back under the dock where it's about 8 foot of water, and they're hanging about 6 to 7 foot deep, right off the bottom. They're hanging closer to the bottom than they usually do this time, this time of the year. But I think it's because the water temperatures constantly going down. We had some cold nights, 3 or 4 in a row. It's a good bait. Put your number down. My camera cut off, so if it's a funny spot in this video, that's what happened. Put your number down, guys. 1 through 150. Somebody's going to win it. I mail out every week. If you look under my videos to show more, my email address is there. When I holler at you and say, hey, you won, go there. Send me your address. I'll mail it. If you get to me back on Wednesday nights, when I notify you, I'll mail it to you Thursday or Friday, and you will get these baits, guys. Thank you. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching Fishing That Country. Thank you for subscribing. My name is Dennis. See you on the next trip, guys. See ya.